not really good night, but it's
Not
fine.
really good.
I'm trying to. I'm working tomorrow night. I'm trying to go sick for the Monday, Wednesday.
All right. Why?
Let me see. I just want to rest.
Why don't you just use? Why don't you just use annual leave and stuff?
I have annual leave on January and February.
All right. Okay. Probably going to go down and get the rest of the boxes from the lock-up sometime today. Sunday seems like a good day to do it. And then it'll just be the encyclopedias left to pick up. They're just a bit heavy to put in. Some manhandle into the car in one lot.
Can you see? It's dark.
It's alright, I've got the windows open, it's got to clear in a second. It's alright, I can see well enough.
Oh, slowly, slowly. Oh my God.
I didn't put the laundry, I forgot about the laundry, I just put it on this morning. I should have put it on last night, but I forgot. So I put a small whitewash on this morning and a tumble. It's not expensive, it's only 18p a kilowatt hour now, but it was only 3p a kilowatt hour last night, so it's a bit of a mistake there. There we go, 27 miles an hour, so that's good. I guess it's because I've charged you overnight and the battery was warm. Someone parked in my parking space. They have. Right, park it.
Yeah.
Could you move that?
Why they park
Could you
there?
move that thing out of the way for me?
Oh.
So yeah, just over, gone past the 1,000-mile mark. Like I said, I'd probably, in retrospect, if I was going to make a more sensible decision, I would have bought an older second-hand thing like a Renault or something like that. You can pick them up for about 5,000 or 6,000. This not spending, obviously not spending full 7.6 on this thing. What am I spending on it? 1,000. I'd have spent something like £3,000, £4,000 running this thing by the time I hand it back. It's £1,200 a month, 3,600. £4,500. This lease is gonna cost me over the full 3-year term, and I'll hand it back. And they want, I don't know, they want some ridiculous amount of money to buy it at the end of that period. I don't think this car is going to hold up that well over 3 years to be worth that amount of money in 3 years' time. It might be. I mean, nothing's falling off. It's all holding together reasonably well. So it's possible that this might be worth £4,000 in 3 years' time, but considering it only cost 7,600 in the first place, I can't see this thing being worth more than 2,000 or 3,000 at best in 3 years' time. And they want some ridiculous amount of money to buy it. I can't remember what it is, but it's over £4,000 they want as a final payment, and it's not worth that. It's not worth that. I don't think so, because at the moment you can get a proper electric car that does better mileage, is more comfortable, for about 5,000 or 6,000 second hand. Admittedly, they're like 8, 9, 10 years old, but they hold up pretty well, I think. I don't think the build quality of this is not designed to last. This is a 5-year car. I would think at best. The batteries work fine, but the actual structure, the square section frame, the square section chassis, I don't see that surviving too many winters. Really, I mean, it's really designed for city driving, where where it doesn't get all that cold. You perhaps not so much salt down on the road, but when it gets really cold around here, they start putting rock salt down, and I can't see the square section chassis on this surviving many salted winters. Yeah, I like it though. I mean, when it gets to spring, I'm pretty sure it'll be nice to drive again. I mean, it's not too bad now. I mean, today it was 7 degrees. It's, what is it now? It's 9 degrees in the car. It's about 6 or 7 degrees outside. It's coping well with the with the hills today. So anything around about 10 degrees, and it chugs along nicely. But on a cold and frosty morning of -1, -2, it does struggle. It does struggle. You have to choose your routes carefully. The route I choose today is the cold route. There's only that small short section of hill that slows it down, whereas the other route, which I think is slightly quicker and slightly more direct, it's a long hill. I have to go down to the bottom of the hill and then climb up to Basildon Hospital. Whereas here, I don't. I stay up. I go slightly down a bit. It's sort of downhill most of the way to Basildon Hospital and most of the way back. But I don't drop down so low. So I can. This car copes with that even when it's really cold, except that short 1 minute stretch where it occasionally drops down below 20. My journeys to and from Southend, the 20-mile-an-hour journeys, they're fine. Dropping down to sort of 25, going up Bread and Cheese Hill, but that's not a problem. It's only like 2 minutes of stretch of road where it gets that slow. So yeah, and I've driven to Chelmsford twice with this on back roads, 30, 40 mile an hour roads all the way. And the advantage of that is there's hardly any traffic using those roads. They all use the A130 to do their travels from Basildon to Chelmsford. So the back roads via the Hanningfield reservoirs, it's a quiet road. Not slowing down hardly anybody on the 40 mile an hour stretches. They're able to overtake quite easily because the road isn't busy. So that's quite so. And I've driven to Thurrock Lakeside Shopping Centre twice. Yeah. No, once, just the once. Lakeside, and that went okay. I was using a navigation system that didn't work. It was supposed to be pick out routes for mopeds. But the problem it was sending me down cycle lanes, as if you can ride a moped down a cycle lane. I noticed on the forums about that navigation system, there were lots of people having the same problem. They're being directed on cycle paths, going the wrong way round roundabouts on cycle paths. So that didn't work for me at all, and it was out of date. It was indicating speed bumps where there weren't speed bumps, and it also on one occasion it was directing me to turn right, when in actual fact I was approaching a roundabout, and that really confused me. It wanted me to turn right the wrong way instead of going around the roundabout.